got right to the brink of losing it. So therefore, he's coming back to hang on to it, if you like.
And can you see him in this room? Is he here in the room now? Because we're getting lots of bangings.
Yeah.
But is he here, present now, and listening to us?
He's predominantly stomping around here. He comes between that room and here. And he really stomps with these dogs skipping about, you know, scurrying around all over the shop.
John, are you here? If you are, please give two very loud bangs. Wow.
Is it Malcham or Matcham?
Well done.
Yeah, something like that.
That's right, yeah. Okay. And you have the connection right as well with the fabric, because he was a cotton merchant.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so
that's why he's pulling it apart.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Definitely. And you're right with the... Can you give me more on the dogs? I know you described them...
Well, they're like babies, probably more so than his children, to be honest with you.
Okay, so he loved them so much. He
absolutely adored the dogs.
So that's why he's walking around with his dogs?
Yeah, the dogs follow him everywhere.
So the dogs are ghosts as well?
Yeah, essentially they are, yeah.
So would people see the dogs?
People will see the dogs, hear him. There's probably a bit of poltergeist stuff in here as well, because he's stormy. He's a stormy character.
Okay, all right. John, is that right? Do you have your dogs with you now? That was faint, wasn't it? Too faint.
Definitely too low.
Yeah, definitely.
Both Kath and I just heard the same thing.
What?
It was like a hum, like a whine ending in a hum.
Yeah. Oh, like a dog. Yeah.
I heard that.
Really?
Yeah. Is that scratching? You can hear
scratching.
I suddenly feel a bit more uncomfortable with a couple of 3 great big whacking dogs.
There you go, again, just heard it there.
A whine.
Yeah.
More uncomfortable with a couple of 3 great big whacking dogs.
There you go, again, just heard it there. So what about this room, David?
It feels more intimate in here, so he may have used... Obviously, it's a smaller room. You would sit in here if you're cold, wouldn't you?
John was sitting here with the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels much more intimate. But there's no sense of... I know there was children around, but there's no sense of them. I can't sense them.
Do you want to call out and see if John will do something else?
John, if you're here, could you please do something in this room?
Come on, John. Come on, John, and your lovely dogs.
I'm not sure they're that lovely.
John, if you're here, I know you are, because you're knocking. We don't mean you any harm at all. Do you know why we're here? Knock twice if you know why we're here. Okay.
I had that.
What?
Did you?
I heard it.
I had that.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, if you heard it, John, then we can definitely listen back to it.
We can.
I had I had that.
Sutton House was certainly living up to its notoriety, with strange noises which we took to be the dogs the house is famous for, and David connecting with the former wealthy resident wool merchant, John Matchell. What more might we encounter through the remaining hours of the night?
I'm scared.
Oh, no.
Our investigation of Sutton House was proving to be lively. And as our special guest Lee Ryan joined us, would the spirits of this beautiful building come out of the shadows?
Oh, no.
The group decided to divide, with Kieran, John, Kath and Ian moving the investigation to the west wing of the house, whilst myself and special guest Lee Ryan went down to the basement to see what spiritual evidence we could discover there.
Right, let's try again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you just hear footsteps?
I heard something here.
Yeah, I heard it. John, if you can hear us, please can you make a sound? Was it?
John, are you here in this room with us? Can you make a sound? I've just had this strange feeling.
What?
Do you know when somebody comes behind you and puts their hands on your hips like that?
Yeah.
That's what I've just felt.
You felt the hands?
Yeah,
You actually felt the pressure?
yeah, like somebody had come along like that and went onto my hips.
Do you want to carry on calling out then?
Not really.
If there's anybody...
I heard something.
What's this thing?
Yeah, I can hear voices.
Can you?
Yeah. Could you talk again? I swear I just heard some kind of... Could you talk again?
Yeah, I can. It's like whispering.
Could you make your voice heard louder?
Kieran,
I think I might have just caught something strange at 15 minutes after. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I might have just seen it. I'll just cut the last tail end of it. I'll check it back afterwards.
You mean a light or?
I don't know, it was strange. It was looks like it was in the hatch of the door behind you.
Spirits can manifest themselves in many different ways.
Yeah. Hello.
Everybody heard that?
Mm-hmm. And still again, there must be someone up.
Could have been outside.
Should we do the setup? Should we do the setup?
No. Right, go on then.
I go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, it's cold down there.
I know.
Bit of a bit to set up. Very cold.
I know, it's freezing.
Is there anyone down here?
Are there any spirits in this room? Make a noise? Ooh,
What?
I thought somebody tickled my head.
If I whistle, will you whistle back? Did you hear that? I know. I could have sworn I heard a faint whistle.
Yeah. I think it might be in the bus going.
Come into this room. Did you?
Yeah. We would like to communicate with you. Could you help us?
I can hear a dull thud. Dull thuds.
If there's anybody here, can you touch again? Can you touch me again?
Or me?
Any
Yeah.
of us?
Touch somebody else in the room.
I'm scared.
In an endeavour to concentrate our energies, we regrouped and were joined by Lee Ryan's mum, Sheila, as we began a séance.
Imagine for me then, just in your mind's eye, that above your head there's brilliant white light.